Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 30th, October 1st, and October 2nd. This is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, when I am doing the weekend readings, I will use my Rodley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will pull one from my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I am using now my, what is this, the Doreen and Grant Virtue, right? That's Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue, the Angels of Abundance cards, and of course my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, for the overview, and this is the overview. So if you've never watched before, if you're not familiar, I do an introduction that I tag on all of the readings. If you want to bypass, and I hope you'll watch it just once at least, then just go right down there to the description, and you can then bypass this introduction. For this introduction, I will use my Waite Rider tarot cards, and I will pull one from my Osha Zen tarot cards. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit, and just let whatever it is that needs to come through. Now, I have also had to update my computer again, and you know that usually creates some problems with my sound. I tested it, I checked it out, it all sounds fine, but you'll let me know if it isn't, okay? Okay, so for the weekend, let's see what we have here. We are in Mercury retrograde, but Mercury will be going direct, and it will be in Virgo. It's still in Virgo, and it likes to be in Virgo, so it will go direct on the 2nd of October. Now, we still have a 2-week shadow, retrograde shadow, so it is kind of like an extension of retrograde as things are trying to, revisit where it has already been through, and it's trying to get to where it needs, where it can go forward again. So retrogrades do appear to go backwards for however long it had to be. That was September 9th, I think, or September 8th. So for the, for the 22, 23 days, it has been going backwards. So it's going to take about 2 weeks at least, if not more, to get where it was before it went retrograde. But it is going to go direct in Virgo. It likes to be in Virgo. Virgo is an earth energy. Mercury likes to have communication. It likes to, it's about your electronics, but it really does feel very at home in Virgo. So that's going to be October 2nd. However, on the 30th, and while it's getting ready to go direct, it does slow down. So we have some slower energies with that retro, a lot of going deep into that karmic energy. Remember, this is a time that I feel, Mercury goes retrograde I think this year it will start its 4th time. So it goes 3 to 4 times a year. Mostly it's 3 times, but I think this year we're going to start at the end of the year a 4th, retrograde. However, when it goes there, I feel like Mercury retrograde likes to dig things up from the past. It likes to bring the past into the present. It's also, a lot of it has to do with, karmic resolution. Now, so we still have, like I said, that 2-week thing. However, September 30th, Mercury retrograde, it's at 24 degrees in Virgo, will be opposing Neptune, which is also at 24 degrees Pisces. Neptune and Pisces, very much the deep understandings, the spiritual understandings. And we are transitioning from, you've all heard about the age of Aquarius. We are transitioning from the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius. Pisces has a lot of religious connotation, and there's a lot of deep spiritual religious type of connotation with Neptune in Pisces, and something going on. So we could be hearing about something very interesting around the 30th of September in that, in that mysterious spiritual realm, hence my background. Anyway, the 1st of October, we have Venus, which likes to be in Libra. It is opposing Jupiter, which is retrograde in Aries. They're both at 3 degrees. So when I first saw that, when I was looking at that, the first thing I thought of was just like two dogs. Okay, and I know they're not two dogs, but this is how these things come to me. So I saw this little cute, adorable little yuppie dog, tiny little thing, and this really big, I don't know, floppy-eared, I don't even want to know, I don't know if you want to call it a Labrador or whatever, just kind of this big, tolerant dog. So the little puppy in itself would be more your Venus in Libra. The big tolerant dog was your Jupiter in Aries. Okay, and I heard this little yuppie dog kind of like saying, "Come on now, what are you doing? You got to get things moving. We've been waiting enough for you. Get things moving." And and the other dog kind of listening, and then like, "Okay, I will." Take that as it will. I do feel like Venus in Libra, like I said, it's in opposition, so it is trying to prod, push, yap at Jupiter in Aries and trying to get things moving. Jupiter is the planet of enlargement and planet of good fortune. Aries, again, is that, the fire energy. Venus is relationships, very close relationships. In some ways, Venus can be very much harmonious. Libra wants to create balance. So it's like I said, I felt like little Venus was up against big Jupiter and just kind of nagging it to pieces and saying, let's get moving, let's get things going. So that would have been October 1st. So let's see. And then again, October 2nd, Mercury will be going direct. Okay, let's see what we have here, though, as the overview. And again, if you want to bypass this, go to that, the timestamp. Let's see what we have for the overview for what's going on in the world. Always remember, whatever's going on in the world, you still have to live your life. You still have to stay positive. You still have to, work and keep your vibrations on the higher side. The higher you keep your vibrations, the more you are like Teflon, and things just fall right off of you. When you want, if you're keeping, if you're miserable and if you're sad and if you're just kind of in a hard or tired mode, then that's what you really will be attracting. So let's see. Our first card we have is Judgment. That is a major arcana. Judgment can be on the harsh side sometimes, but after we face it, after we face the things that we have to face with Judgment, it actually clears things out. And again, I talked about Mercury in retrograde, and then even in the shadow of Mercury. So it's kind of like things have to be cleared out. Things have to be seen. Things have to be acknowledged. Things have to be, really weighed and measured. But once it's done, it's done. Okay? And, and then you can then move on with that. So we have it reversed. Reversed has a lot of energy to me. So this is a card to really pay attention to. Major arcana. So we have the 20. Numbers are very, very important too. Numbers can be used for dark energy or light. We use them for the light. So this is a 2-0. 2 has a crossroads. It has choices, also decisions. It could also be, coming together with a partner. 0 is God's source energy. Now, the interesting thing, these are Roman numerals, and it's a 10-10, transition, and that is something that Judgment does do. Now, we can look that the people, they're very vulnerable. They're naked. They're naked as a jaybird. But they're very vulnerable. Nobody wants to be naked. I don't want to be naked. But it's just basically bearing it all to higher power. And, a gray energies here. However, her hair, some of the hair does have this color to it. We do have this angel that's very, divine, heavenly angel. And, trumpeting in something that is, to move them. Now, part of them, I don't see any of them hiding. I see them really embracing the changes that come with Judgment. However, with Judgment, you do have to bear it all, okay? So let's see what we've got next. We have our Page of Wands. Now, court cards. This is where I go into all the cards, more or less, the energies. Court cards do have dual energies. Pages, underlying energy is Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Money, job, career. Okay? Tangible energy. Now, this is also Wands energy. Wands or rods is our fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Passionate, burning, very determined. Now, you can also see that there's a little bit of arrogance in this person. Now, pages are very enthusiastic. Pages love to get into the mix of things. Pages are also bringing the herald's messages also. So this could be a new message. This could be something coming about with that work energy, that earth energy, plus that fire energy. I'm looking at him though, and I guess pages can be, feminine or masculine, but this is a masculine energy here. And, he stands very upright. He stands very proud in his finery type of thing. He has his rod. He has his head up. Now, whenever you see the Page of Wands in general, it does mean pages, like I said, means a new opportunity, something new to do with your work, job, career. But then however the wand or whatever comes on top of it is how you approach it. So this is just kind of like grabbing it. This is grabbing the attention. This is going for whatever it is you want to go for. And, again, there is this looking up. There is, it's kind of like I'm looking up. I'm not faltering. I'm moving forward. Okay. So this could be an opportunity for the world to really embrace and be very enthusiastic. But it's kind of like, again, too, once you've committed, the world, whatever the world is doing, whatever the universe is, it's like this is a commitment. This is a commitment, and it's like I'm going for it. Okay. Oh, so like I said, pages does have the underlying energy of earth. Knight's energy is fire, so that is the Wands energy. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Queen's energy is water. That is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid and very emotional, very caring energy too. And then we have the King's underlying energy, which is air, swords energy, and that is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thinking things through, very strategic, a little bit linear, doesn't necessarily see, doesn't want to really look at the other options, just really going for what he wants to go for. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, now we have the Page of Cups. So again, underlying energy, Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, money, job, career. So whatever this is, this has to do with, like I said, our earthbound energies. But now we have Cups, which is again water, which is again Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there is a quizzicalness to this. There is a not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. So while while the Page of Wands is very assured, the Page of Cups is kind of like, really? What am I supposed to do again? Well, okay, and also is feeling things very deeply. Now, I do not feel any insecurity here, but there is something new on the horizon. There is a new turning in the world energy, in the earth energy per se. It's going to affect us kind of differently at the same time. One of it's going to be like, okay, let's go do this. This is great. We want this. We have the ability. We have the, we are it. And then the Page of Cups is like, really? Really? What is this fish doing in here? And are you talking to me? So the Page of Cups, does have again the pages, like I said, will go after whatever this is. The Page of Cups is just going to kind of look at things a little differently. And again, it's going to be kind of like, really? Not quite sure what I'm supposed to do, but okay, we're in for this. We're in on this. Okay, let's go on and see, but I do think there's a lot of vulnerability with that Judgment. There is the Judgment does bring a new chapter, a new, section of the book, maybe even a new book in the series. And the Page of Wands and the Page of Cup, they're like, okay, we're committed. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. May not necessarily understand everything, but the Page of Wands is very much though, hey, I don't have to understand it. I just know. So let's see what we've got with Osha Zen Tarot, what we have going on with the Osha Zen Tarot cards. What do we have for the world? What do we, oh, okay, and that's another one. Now this card that has fallen on the ground is pretty unique. It's unique to Osha Zen Tarot, and it brings the Master. It brings the Master. So we have the moon energy where we know that we don't always know what we're supposed to know. So there is some faith energy here. This Master energy, you know, what is a master? A master is someone that has experienced many things. A master is somebody that knows many things. The master could be, you know, is very connected with higher power, spirit guides. So whatever this is going on, there is a stronger energy that is guiding this. There is a stronger energy that is leading whatever it is that is going on the weekend. There is a stronger energy, a higher energy, higher power energy. And, you know, we have to look at him, you know, and we have to hope, we have to trust, we have to have faith. There is wisdom in his years also. So whatever this is going on, there's more going on than what we're going to see. Okay? Does that make sense? Anyway, interesting weekend as always. Interesting energies as always. The Schumann resonance has been back online. It hasn't really shown a lot of big white. It has been, you know, kind of the greens and the blues with a little bit of the streaking. So if something changes with that, and, you know, and even that in itself is kind of that, you know, we're all feeling like we're in this, you know, like time is ticking, and we're waiting. Anyway, take a moment, please, to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. I really appreciate your comments. You know, I always do. And, you know, this helps keep me encouraged by you liking and sharing. Okay? Okay. So why don't we go ahead and start our readings now? And hello to my Leos. How are you, my Leos? So has there been some breakthrough movements for you? Have people realized how awesome you are? I hope so. Are you having more and more returns coming? And I don't mean something being returned, but yet people coming back to you. I feel like there's cycles, and it's a good cycle for you to be in. I feel like people are coming for your advice. People are coming to ask you questions. People are acknowledging you. People are using your services. I just feel there's growth. There's more and more to come. Here we go. Let's see. What do we have? Higher power for my Leos. I feel like you're overcoming so much. You just keep pushing forward. Good for you. Here we go. Now, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Doesn't happen a lot lately, but we have all 3 that are reversed. I think if you have any Gemini in you, I think Gemini had some reversed cards too. Anyway, first card for my Leo is, well, the 10 of Fire. Oh, my Leos. Okay, 10 has a transitional energy. Okay, things are moving. But fire energy is your energy. It's also Aries. It's also Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. The 10 of Fire is there's a couple of things. The 10 of Fire is a little bit on the harsher energies. Okay, it's not necessarily an easy energy. It's like you're maintaining. Remember, I'm telling you, people are coming to you. People are asking you. People are acknowledging you. Your work is being acknowledged. Your relationships are being acknowledged. But it's not necessarily always easy for you because you have to take care of the other people. You have to maintain the other things. It's kind of a burdensome energy. And it's like, not just that it's burdensome, but it's more that, you know, it's like, if I don't do it, who else is going to do it? At least that's how you feel. The thing is about this energy, my Leos, is there are others. But you might have to demand it. You might have to say, I can't do it all. But will your ego let you do that? Will your sense of letting somebody maybe not do it as well as you let you do that? That's the question. There are others to help. Now, part of it is, you know, asking higher power to send the right people, to send the right help for you too. But the 10 of Fire does have a little bit of a stressful energy, okay? Too much work. Accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress-related health concerns. So, are you taking time for yourself? Are you doing some of the stuff for yourself? Are you taking care of so many of the other people? Next card reversed is the Eight of Air. So we're not necessarily having the best energy this weekend, but it's not a bad energy. So 8 has unlimited opportunities. Air is our Aquarius, our Libra. It's also our Gemini energy. So this has a lot of thought, a lot of thinking, hearing news. The Eight of Air has a lot of, I just don't feel like I can move. I just don't feel like I can, I have to do this. So there's a feeling of being stuck in place with this. Now, a lot of that is in your thoughts, though. A lot of that is in your head. Part of it is also how you approach it. If you're going to approach it in a negative energy, if you're going to approach it with lower vibrations, you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel stuck. Part of it is saying, okay, part of it is raising those vibrations. And how do you do it? Well, part of it is also, kind of saying like, okay, hey, at least things are working out. It's not going to last forever. That's one way of doing it. The other is just being joyful and, and just doing, singing and doing all the things that just makes you just feel that much better as you're doing it. So there is a little burdensome energy here. This has you feel like you're stuck. You feel like, well, what else am I going to do? What else am I supposed to do? I've gone this far. So this could be somebody that's been in a job or a career for like 20, 30 years. And now you're kind of like, this isn't what I want to do. I'm not telling you to quit your job. Not telling you to do that at all. The thing is about this is you can look at things a little differently. Okay, look at them a little differently. Anyway, this is an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. So like I said, it is a little burdensome of the energy this weekend on this part. Part of it is your thoughts. Part of it is just maybe even all that's been given to you. Maybe maybe you feel like you're the only one. Maybe you are the only one that can do whatever this is. There is an opportunity to connect with others here. There is an opportunity to ask for help. There's an opportunity to ask for help from your divine also. Let's see what we've got here. Reversed, the Hermit. So we have a 10, 8, 9. 9 has a, let's wrap it up. Part of this, you've got everything you need. The Hermit is exactly what that is, the Hermit. This is Archangel Raziel. Now the thing about Raziel is also on the Magician. The Magician says you have the abilities to make things happen. But in this case, the Hermit is taking some time to himself. Okay, this is masculine energy, but taking time to himself. Taking time to disconnect from maybe some of this energy here. Taking time to refresh, taking time to recharge. So this could be one of those weekends where you need to recharge your batteries. You need to say no. You need to, and I never really have that much, I never really have this message for my Leos, but this could be the weekend that we have this message. It's time to put up your boundaries. It's time to put up your, whatever the fences is. It's time for you to say no. You need a little bit of time to yourself. You need a little time. So this is stepping away. This is backing away from whatever it is going on with you right now. The thing is, though, between these two cards, do you feel you can do that? I say yes. I say yes. Anyway, this is also, a time to spiritually recharge. And that might be one of the things that you might need to do more than even physically. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. And we are in a very interesting time, my Leos, where the veil is getting thinner. And part of it is, one of the thing is, there's that thing that, there's a little saying, I must be doing something right. I've got the devil so uptight. When you feel like you're not necessarily fulfilling your purpose, when you're feeling like, like I'm just so busy, I'm so busy, it's usually because something's trying to keep you busy so that you're not fulfilling your purpose. Okay, so now this one flipped out. We have a 10, 8, 9, and now we have a 2. 2 is choices. 2 has decisions. 2 is coming together. Now it's interesting too. So here we have the tree that's growing. We have an hourglass here. We have the tree that's growing. We have the roots that are growing, but yet they can't grow any further. They are a little bit, it's kind of like encased. And we have the waiting game. And yet we have this person, and this person might be pacing, but this person also might be saying, okay, I have to wait a little bit. I have to, I have to wait. I just have to wait. But the hourglass, time keeps moving. Time keeps moving on. Things keep changing. And yet, you keep waiting. Not quite sure what I want to say about that. Maybe it's this will always be there for you. This, if you want to be needed, if you want to feel trapped, you can always feel needed. You can always feel trapped. It will always be there. But sometimes, you need to maybe take some time for yourself. Otherwise, you feel like you're just going on through, you're just going circles, kind of the same old thing, And one other thing, too, is, if you don't learn from your mistakes, you have a tendency to do them over and over again. Leos, I'm a Leo, too. We like to feel needed. We do things well. We know that. And we many times over, we see what needs to be done, but sometimes we have to let others do their part too, okay? This is what I want you to concentrate on. I think that you need, again, this could be a time to say no. I think you need to step out of your circle. I think you need to do something different for a change. Okay, let's see what we have with the angels of abundance, and I think you need to have better. I think you might need to reconnect with your higher power this weekend. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Angels of abundance for our Leos. What do you want to tell? Oh, okay. That was an interesting split. Savings. So savings. Now savings can be about money, but remember, money can also be energy. So let's think about this as also energy too. It could be savings, could be money, but energy could also be your currency. Are you consistent? As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. And we were talking about that, weren't we? You're, kind of like you're being removed. You're not being able to focus on your life purpose. Again, it could be savings, could be currency, but currency can also be energy. So this is take time to focus, on your life purpose. All right, Interesting way to go around it. Okay, let's see what crystal or energy we have for our Leos here. What would be helpful for my Leos? Leo, Leo, Leo. Here we go. Celestite. Oh, I love celestite. I love them all, I know. Communicating with angels, tranquility, good fortune, deep meditation. And I think that's what we need to do this weekend, my Leos. Okay, tell me who this belongs to. Tell me what this is going on. Also to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. As always, though, my Leos, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.